Hi, Servus. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen aus Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. Summer is a fun and exciting time to be in Lincoln. In just a few minutes, Jeff Mull will join us from the Convention and Visitors Bureau to tell us about some of the fun events going on around the community. But we're going to start with Tom Lorenz from Pinewood Bowl and Pinnacle Bank Arena. Tom, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, we're having a bit of a COVID spike right now, but I know your venues do everything they can to encourage mask wearing and keep people safe.
We do. We learned a lot over the last couple of years, and so as far as things, we talk about sanitizing and kind of preparing the building before people come in. I know that right now the mask is a suggestion. But we always encourage people, if they feel comfortable to do that, and staff to go ahead and wear those. And we'll just roll with this and see what happens next. But as Pat will always tell us, that as long as you have your shots and keep up with boosters, those are helpful things to help go through this again.
Well, thank you for all you do to help keep people safe and still have fun. And Pinewood, of course, is an outdoor event, so that helps too.
That's really nice to be able to do things outside, and it's a little bit safer there. And we've certainly had some fun at Pinewood.
Before we get to those two venues, we want to talk a little bit about Lincoln on the Streets, presenting Jamey Johnson coming up in mid-August.
Yeah, we started doing concerts on the streets a few years back, and so we've done some, and Bourbon Theater does some. Bourbon's kind of taking the lead on this one, but Jamey Johnson with Blackberry Smoke, really great show. We did Jamey out at the Bowl a couple years ago. Tremendous show, and I love the setting because you've got the Capitol in the background. You've got Centennial Mall there, and it really works well. A great stage out there. They'll block off some streets around so they can have some concessions out there. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster, and it should be a great evening for people to go out and in downtown enjoy a really good show.
All right. We are taping this in mid-July, and Pinewood Bowl's musical has kind of taken over Pinewood Bowl at this moment. We hope everyone gets out to see Newsies, which is underway through July 24th.
Sean Carlson and the whole crew are out there, and we've had some upgrades to the bowl, and some work out really well for them. The pit's a little bit more of a challenge for them because it was filled in, but they do a great job, and it's always interesting to see which play they pick, and they have so many different people watch that, and so many different people that are part of the play. It's a great community event, and I think they say it's the 72nd annual. So
72nd, yeah. It's
can you imagine anything going that long? So
great summer tradition.
Yep.
Now you get right back at it with 4 shows in 4 days, and starting with one of the biggest names in comedy right now.
Tom Segura is huge, and his time during COVID, he was really good at reaching out to people through social media and everything else, and he's just blown up. So nice guy, great comedy. This will be one of his biggest shows. What a great way to start a 4-day run.
All right, then Little Big Town is bringing some music.
Little Big Town is one of the biggest country acts out there. So many famous hits from them, really, really talented crew. This will be a beautiful show. It's really probably one of the bigger shows that we're going to kind of fit into the bowl. So I think people will enjoy that. There's a couple of those kind of larger shows that maybe could be Pinnacle, maybe could be Pinewood, and the ability to do them out at Pinewood this summer really makes us happy.
All right, the next 2 shows are, the first one is a guy who's 22 years old.
Yep.
The next one is a band that started back in 1986.
Yeah, a little age difference between these guys. So Parker McCollum is, country's always looking for that next big thing, and he is the next big thing. Really a strong artist, doing great, a lot of good music from him. And the cool part is there's 2 warm-up acts that play around Lincoln a lot of time. Randy Rogers Band and Wade Bowen, and so we've had them at Ribfest, and they play here often. So it's kind of a really great time for people to see two bands that they know really well, and Parker, who's going to be, you know, in at Pinnacle someday very soon.
All right.
And the Goo Goo Dolls you mentioned too.
Yeah.
You and I have enjoyed them for years. They've been terrific. And this show's only been on sale, I think, 3 years. You know, it's been canceled and moved and waiting. So they're finally here. That'll be an exciting night. Terrific music. And you'll know, I mean, I keep looking through the catalog. There's got to be 10, 15 songs that you just know by heart already. So
It'll be one of those bands where you go, oh yeah, they did that one too.
Yep, exactly.
August 2nd, then Bonnie Raitt is kicking off the August lineup. She's just fabulous in concert.
She is. How talented. I mean, not just as a singer, but as a guitarist. And just, you know, she embodies, you know, blues, rock, and she has this wonderful guest, Mavis Staples, that, you know, probably could be a headliner all on her own. What a wonderful evening. When you talk about someone who has been in the business for, I'm sure she's been there for 40, 50 years and just done everything, and she plays with everyone. The last time I saw her was with James Taylor at Wrigley Field. So, I mean, it's great to have her back to the bowl, and I think people will have a wonderful evening.
Last time I saw her was with James Taylor at
Yep.
Pinnacle Bankery.
There you go.
All right, August 10th, then Dirty Heads coming to town.
Dirty Heads, some good reggae. So we got about 5 reggae bands that day, and we haven't done that out there, and I think it's just going to be a cool day. It's interesting, that was going to be the same day that Maroon 5 was playing at Pinnacle. We were going to have Dirty Heads out at the bowl, and with Maroon 5 stopping their entire tour, it kind of gives us a day just to focus on Dirty Heads, and I just anticipate the show starts a little bit earlier in the day. I just anticipate what a laid-back, kind of cool, fun vibe that will be as you sit back, have a cool beverage, and just groove to some, you know, really nice reggae.
All right. August 21st, some great classic rock with ZZ Top, which just recently lost one of its members. So
Yeah, the bassist passed away. They've obviously got a new guy to play with that, but they're still a classic band. You know, all the things that they've written and done over the years, they'll be able to do. And then we have a great opener. It's Government Mule, and that's Warren Hayes. And if we can get the lead guitarist from ZZ Top and Warren out on the stage at the same time, that'll be epic.
all right. Comedy returns August 29th with everyone's favorite Jim Gaffigan. He's hilarious.
He is, and he's like an everyman kind of a comic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he talks about stuff that we all do, going to the grocery store and dealing with kids and whatever it is. I mean, it's relatable. And he's great at delivering it. We've worked with him a couple times before. Very nice guy. I hope a lot of people come out and see that.
He seems like a nice guy.
He is. I mean, you know, some of these people are a little bit standoffish and stuff. He's not. He's just very approachable, and that's, I think, part of the charm. I think people sort of get that. This is a guy that could be your neighbor, and everyone has a neighbor like that. That's a pretty good comedian. Jim just took it to the next level and made it work.
All right, September 23rd, Incubus. Is that the final show for the season?
That looks like it'll be the final show for the season. It's a big rock show. We did them at Pershing years ago. Glad to have them out at the bowl. Again, a ton of hits, and they continue to put out new music. They continue to experiment with rock. It's more of a heavier rock type of an act, but that one has sold very well. So if you're kind of interested in doing it, I know it's a ways off, take a look and get tickets before they're gone.
All right. Let's go indoors to Pinnacle Bank Arena, and we've got 3 shows coming up in August, starting with Suicide Boys.
They're they're kind of more of an underground band. It is SoundCloud is kind of where they come from, where they can, you know, post your music, and they were sort of found on that. They've got quite a following. They've been around for multiple years. As I worked with Mammoth as our production and booking partner on this show, they've been doing them for years. They continue to get bigger and bigger, and it's sort of an underground kind of a feel. There's about 4 or 5 other people that are playing with them. It should be a very interesting show.
All right. Ice Cube and Cypress Hill then, August 25th. And the very next night, Country Classic with Alan Jackson.
Yeah, 2 completely different ends of the spectrum there. So we had such great success with Snoop Dogg, and one of the guys that works with them also works with these different bands. So we have Ice Cube, Cypress Hill, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Ying Yang Twins. Music from the 80s and 90s. It's kind of classic hip hop at this point. Ice Cube has always been on our radar just as much as Snoop has, and this will be a great show. I mean, the social media on this has been nonstop. So we're doing this on a Thursday, and we put pre-sale for a very small fan club on yesterday, and today is the on-sale for the pre-sale, and we're already seeing strong sales on this. This will be a fun show. It's just the same kind of thing, a lot like Snoop. These guys are professionals, they're pros, and they're so good at what they do, and it'll bring people right back to that time frame.
All right, and then Alan Jackson on August 26th.
So Alan, this is his 50th anniversary tour.
Wow.
And so he's been around forever and has written iconic songs, performed everywhere, done duets with everybody, and the ability for us to be able to see him that one last time that he wanted to play in Lincoln is just really nice. And again, a very approachable, really nice guy. We're happy that we get to be one of the shows on his 50th tour.
All right. September 16th and 17th, that's a big weekend here in Lincoln. We've got the Nebraska OU game that Saturday, and you've got something special for fans the night before.
So we do. We talked before about Parker McCollum, kind of the next big thing in country. Well, we did Cody Johnson a couple years ago, and he has just continued to get bigger and bigger and has blown up. And so as we had him booked for Pinewood Bowl. And we started to talk with his agent, we started to talk with the guy that promotes him, and we decided that it would sell out Pinewood in no time, and it's proved that. The sales are well beyond our Pinewood capacity right now. Moved him inside to the arena. It will be so much fun. This guy is great, and he will continue to get bigger and bigger, and we couldn't think of a better weekend than right before the Oklahoma game. It was a great concert to see the night before. It just adds to the excitement of that weekend. We're really happy about this one. This will be a lot of fun. I look forward to obviously all my shows, but this will be special to have Cody up there.
Probably see a few OU shirts in the
I'm
audience
sure
there,
there'll be a little bit of that, but you know what? OU and Nebraska have always been pretty good fans with each other, and just to see that rivalry start up again and to see a great country star on the rise, this will be a good weekend.
All right. For more information on all the shows, you can go to pinnaclebankarena.com and pinewoodbowltheater.com. Tom, thank you so much.
Thanks, Diane.
Looks like you're staying busy.
We are, and it's been a great summer, and thanks for all the support, folks.
And you told me some more announcements coming up soon?
There will be, yeah. There's more stuff that'll start coming into the fall. We're seeing some other shows that we've got a couple that are already locked in. We're waiting to announce them.
And I know you're already looking forward to basketball.
I can't wait for basketball. I love it. And it looks like we're going to have, when Derek Walker came back and get some other stuff, it's going to be a good season.
All right. Thank you very much, Tom.
Yep.
It is time to get out and enjoy some of the free music series here in Lincoln. A lot of them outdoors. We'll share a list of these as we go to break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About. Jeff Mull joins us now from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And Jeff, it's a busy summer right now as we tape here, mid-July. We've got 3 major summer events. Some of the biggies are either going on or happening right now.
Yeah, it feels good to have them back, by the way. All 3 of these events were pandemic delayed or paused, and it's great to have people back in full capacity. And yeah, lots of great things going on in Lincoln.
Lots of roller skaters in town too. 4,000 athletes, coaches, and officials for the national championship.
This is one of my favorite events every year, and it's great to have them back. The USA Roller Sports National Championships, welcoming skaters from across the country, family and friends, out at Speedway Village. We will have these folks in Lincoln now through July 24th, so we've had them almost a month. And great skaters. Apollo Anton Ono, if you remember his name
Yes.
from Olympic speed skating, he cut his teeth on skates at Pershing Center during these same national championships.
Did not know that.
And we also have an Olympic gold medalist coming in. She was a first-time gold medalist for the U.S. last year in Beijing, is coming to skate on inline skates in Lincoln. So this just isn't you and I out skating, having a good time. These are competitive individuals. So stop out and see everything at Speedway Village. Fun event.
It is the biggest roller sports event in the U.S. So, and I imagine the Roller Skating Museum, we don't want to forget them. Let's give
Right.
them a plug too. They'll be busy for the next few weeks.
Yeah, 48th and South Street, great museum. And it is part of the reason why we're able to do what we do is because of that partnership.
All right. Cornhusker State Games, it's everybody's time to get out and play.
It is, and amateur athletes, I mean, all makes and models is what I tell people from across the state will converge on Lincoln for the opening ceremonies, the Olympic torchlighter, the mystery torchlighter. Lots of great amateur competition with the Cornhusker State Games. Thank you to Dave Manerick, Scott Ash, Linus Hagedorn, and their entire staff for doing what they do for the state of Nebraska.
All right. Then the big Lancaster County Super Fair kicks off July 28th.
Food, fried food on a stick. I mean, that's probably one of my favorites
know.
about the county fair.
You can fry just about anything on a
I
stick.
know you can. Twinkies are pretty interesting, by the way.
I'm not doing that.
Peaches,
Peaches would be good.
Peach cobbler. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
Exactly.
The Lancaster County Super Fair is something for everybody. It's a great chance to interject yourself into rural, rural Nebraska. 4-H exhibits and lots of great things. The Midway, the watermelon eating contest, you name it, they have it at the Super Fair.
All right. 11,000 exhibits. That's a lot.
Just a few.
All right. And Motor Mania. Don't forget Motor Mania.
Do you think we can get a yardstick out there? You remember when you used to walk around the booths at the State Fair and the County Fair, and
Yes.
you always walked out of there with a yardstick?
Yeah, and then you'd break it over the next year, and then you'd go back to the fair and
Next
get
year
your
and
new
get your
yardstick.
yardstick. You betcha.
All right.
Little nostalgia.
Maybe this year. Great time for baseball. Time to get out to Haymarket Park and see the Salt Dogs in action against some of the fun teams from around the area. And of course, there's lots of promotions to check out. Fireworks Fridays.
Yeah, Triple Play Tuesdays, Wiener Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, lots of great promotions. Some of the team names this year that you're going to see at Salt Dogs Ballpark, the Explorers, the Milkmen.
I love that Milwaukee Milkmen. That
That's a
was
fun
awesome.
name. And the Chicago Dogs, not on the schedule coming up in the next month, but that's a great name, by the way.
I want to see the Savannah Bananas.
Yes. Have you ever watched their YouTube material?
No, I haven't,
good
but I
stuff.
read about them.
It's baseball, but a whole lot of entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll come sometime?
No, different league.
Oh,
different
shoot.
league. It's a summer league. They don't play the Salt Dogs, but they're a lot of fun.
They are. All right. There's more to do at the ballpark than watch baseball. You can eat wings on August 6th, and this is a fundraiser for creative learning spaces in Lincoln and Lancaster County.
Yeah, the volunteer committee, volunteer judges will seek out the best wings in Lincoln. This is going over very well. Wings are a big deal. Should be a lot of fun at Haymarket Park.
Have you been recruited to be a judge?
No,
You want to be a judge?
I really don't. Do you know how spicy some of these things get? I don't think my tummy's ready for that.
Maybe Frogfest 8 is more your style. Froggy 98 is putting on a music show at Hawksfield.
Yeah, Dylan Scott, the Josh Abbott Band, Morgan Wade, and Dylan Bloom, all very much up-and-coming red dirt country artists hitting the Honda of Lincoln stage for Frogfest 8.
All right. During the break, we showed a list of all the free music series that are going on.
Right.
Free outdoors, local musicians. There's one almost every night of the week. But we also have a couple of events coming up where you can also catch some live music. One of those is Lincoln Exposed. 3 days, 80 bands.
Various artists, various venues across the community. Lincoln Exposed just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. We've got an amazing music scene in Lincoln, and to have artists coming in from all over. These will be various locations in the downtown area. So you could get down there on a Friday or a Saturday night and get a chance to take in a lot of great music at multiple venues.
Get that all-access pass and
Right.
go anywhere you want.
Well worth the price.
All right, another wonderful event coming up, Lincoln Crossroads Music Festival. 12 concerts over 9 days, and it's not just concerts, there's a lot of other activities going along with this.
Yeah, lots of great things. They'll be doing a festival opening with a Ukrainian family ensemble on July 24th at First Plymouth. Great interactive kids activities. They'll have a kids jam. Lots of great education, culture. The Crossroads Music Festival brings people from multiple cultures into Lincoln for music. And my understanding is, talking with Eric and his crew, a lot of the money it charged in it and through admissions at this event will go back to Ukrainian relief and recovery. So great international event right here in Lincoln.
All right, LincolnCrossroadsMusic.org. Check it out. There's some just amazing musicians who are going to be performing, and check out all the other activities as well.
Yeah, actually, real quick, Eric, the coordinator and international artist, grew up in Lincoln and is a Lincoln Southeast grad. So he's a great part of this music festival, but a locally grown product, out making big name for himself on the international stage.
All right. One of my favorites, Weird Al, is coming to the Leeds Center with a symphony. And, you know, Weird Al is known for being a little bit crazy. He calls this the unfortunate return of the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised vanity tour. Very much in Weird Al style, but I would love to see him with an orchestra.
I was thinking the same thing. This just doesn't fit Weird Al.
Because he's actually a good musician.
Right, and he's growing up, so he now has a symphony with him.
I don't
so-
think he'll ever grow up.
No, you don't think so? All right. Should be a lot of fun on a Friday night out at the Leeds Center.
If Weird Al grows up, that would be a tragedy for all of us, for sure. All right, let's go out to the stage theater for one of my favorite musicals, Matilda. If you haven't seen Matilda, it's uplifting, it's funny. There's one of my friends is playing the terrifying headmistress, Miss Trunchbull. Another friend is playing Miss Honey, who is kind of her opposite. It's just a really cool little musical.
Story of one girl that can really change the world through music and a lot of great things. And I love the stage theater in Hickman. Hickman is becoming such an extension of southern Lancaster County. It's connecting itself to Lincoln, and a great venue, brand new venue down at the stage theater. So it's a wonderful venue for music.
Keep Hickman in mind. We have another fun event coming up in Hickman that we're going to end the show with today.
Oh, yes.
A little tease
Yes.
there. All right. The Tada Theater is presenting Greater Tuna. This is two actors who play lots of parts in this small town of Tuna, Texas. Does that exist, do you think?
I don't know. We should look
doubt
that
it.
up.
I doubt it.
The eclectic band of Tuna citizens, men, women, children, and animals alike, are all portrayed by only two actors. You understand the acting in that whole world. That's difficult to do.
Well, I would think it would be. I've never done that, but I think it would be extremely tricky.
It would be.
All right. Something I am involved in, of course, I have to give a plug to the Angels Theater Company's First Flight Festival. This is the 7th annual. Local playwrights, local directors, local actors, angelscompany.org for the whole lineup. My show, which is called Being Virginia, kicks off Flight B on July 28th. And here's your postcard.
All right, there's my postcard.
Mark it on your
All
calendars.
right, good. July 21st through the 31st.
These are just a series of short plays. So, it's really different styles. It's a lot of fun. So,
I like Flight B, Plenty of Cupids.
yes,
That sounds
there's some
fun.
interesting titles in there.
I
You'll
love
have
it.
to check it out. All right. We want to remind people that farmers markets are underway. You can go almost any day of the week and find a farmers market.
Yeah, you've got Sundays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I mean, between College View, the Hub, Fallbrook, and our historic Haymarket Farmers Market, lots of great opportunities. I challenge people to go out to a farmers market and put together your menu for a night of dinner. Locally grown
week.
products, a week, you could do it all. So you're giving back to the local community that well.
That's right. East Campus Discovery Days and Farmers Market is also coming up in mid-August. This is being put on by the Institute of Ag and Natural Resources, kind of a science day, food day, even go get some ice cream at the dairy store.
Yeah, the newly renovated dairy store. So a great opportunity to learn what's going on over on East Campus. Lots of great things for the community.
You can also check out the Backyard Farmer Garden. I know lots of people are fans of that show and
Yes.
also fans of just getting out and growing your own food. All right. We've got some fun things coming up from our Parks and Recreation Department. Free movies in parks, July, August, all over the community.
It is all over the community. I mean, programs like Clifford the Big Red Dog, Spirit Untamed, The Mitchells versus the Machines. Great opportunity for Parks and Rec to get out there and showcase a lot of their band shells and different venues in the community for some great productions.
And we want to remind people that tucked away at Holmes Lake is the fabulous Hyde Observatory. They have programs that change monthly, so you can get out and they have volunteers who we'll give you a look through 3 different telescopes out there. So anyway, if you're interested in space,
Yeah.
this is the place to be in Lincoln.
Of course, we're just coming off the buck moon phenomena that happened just last night as we taped today. That's been going on. Lots of great things flying around and things that you kind of question. Why is that out in space? So don't be afraid to ask questions when you go to this.
And some things we're seeing for the first time with yeah. It's an interesting time to be interested in the great universe. Also, free at Holmes Lake is canoeing. This is always a very, very popular event, canoeing at Holmes Lake. It's a free event, but you will want to pre-register for this on the Lincoln Parks and Rec website because, like I said, it's very popular.
And they will provide canoes, life jackets, instruction on how to work the oars properly so you're going in the right direction versus the wrong direction.
How not to fall in.
Right, canoe safety. These are fun things. Love Holmes Lake. What a great destination in our community, especially for those in East Lincoln.
Now, Morrill Hall also has some fun events coming up. Their Science Cafe, which is actually at the Happy Raven, in August is going to look at Nebraska paleontology. It's called the Paleo Pub Quiz. People
Yeah.
love quizzes.
That's right. A paleontologist, Jeremy McMullen, will be there for a fun night of paleo-themed trivia and fossil facts as we dig into ancient history of our state. So great way to interact at the Happy Raven.
And a couple fun things for the family. One deals with spiders. You either love spiders or you hate them. I'm on the, I don't know, I think they're kind of cool but really creepy.
I had my son kill a spider last night. Why?
Were you afraid?
I don't know. I said, spider, get it. Like, I didn't go to get it, so he got it. I don't know if I'm afraid or not. Maybe I should go.
I don't know.
Should I go learn about spiders?
This in particular is going to talk about the wolf spiders and how they court.
How they court. Yeah, bride and groom. I don't know what this is.
I
but
don't know either.
Sounds fun.
I guess we'll find out later this month. Investigate Saturday Science Lab. I can never say that. It's going to look at balance and the forces that impact the balance of things.
There's a lot of different things that go into balance, so should be a lot of fun. 10 to 1, August 13th at Morrill Hall.
There's also always something fun going on at Morrill Hall, so check out museum.unl.edu. And now for something completely different. This is what we promised. We're going back down to Hickman and then back in Lincoln for some goat yoga.
Goat yoga in the park is going to start at the Hickman City Park on July 29th. Great opportunity to interact with goats. This is goat yoga brought to you by Shepherd's Rest Goat and Sheep Rescue Program. They're going to have adult beverages. They're going to have yoga. Great opportunities to get down to Hickman again, as you teased earlier, for some goat yoga. A couple great opportunities right here.
Right, and then they have also goat yoga at Gateway Mall, then coming up July 30th. This is interesting. You can have a morning of snuggly goats and yoga. Appropriate social distancing. I don't know if that's for the people or the goats.
Right.
Lincoln Yoga Center will be leading the classes, and this Shepherd's Rest, which Jeff mentioned, a Nebraska nonprofit, their mission is to give goats and sheep a forever home. That's pretty cool. Maybe we should have them on the show sometime.
I think it would be awesome. They'll have photo opportunities with the goats there as well. They encourage you to potentially, wear a mask, the cutest mask and different things you can get into this. But Gateway Mall is somewhat out of the elements. And we were talking about this before we went on today. Goats are cute, right?
Goats are adorable, and sheep too.
Yes, yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. A couple great opportunities, July 29th and 30th, back-to-back days. You may go the 29th in Hickman and say, hey, we're coming to Gateway on the 30th.
There you go.
Because we love goats and sheep.
All right, Shepherd Rest, okay, I'm trying to get the website. shepherdsrestrescue.com.
That a girl.
Shepherdsrestrescue.com
You got it.
to check
Right.
out. I bet they have pictures of the goats
Oh, yeah.
too. So,
Fall in love with them.
all right, let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeff. If you'd like to find out more about some of the great events going on around town, you go to
Lincoln.org is our website. You can stop and see us at 7th and P, our Haymarket Visitor Center, or give us a call at 402-434-5348. I've said that a million times because I love what happens in Lincoln.
and you'll say it a million times
I
more.
will.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff. That is all for this month's show. I want to thank Jeff and Tom for joining me again today. Now, if you missed any of the events that we featured, stay tuned. We'll be running a list again right after the show. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you out and about.
Hi, Servus. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen aus Lincoln, Nebraska.